and thank you all for being here. We appreciate it very much. Thank you. Also with us is one of your own. You know, we won the state of Michigan, and this woman was brutal. She'd call, please, please, one more speech, sir, one more speech. That time she called me Mr. Trump. So we hadn't won, the Republicans hadn't won Michigan in decades, right? And I felt we were doing good in Michigan, right? I felt we were doing good. But, you know, when you haven't won it in like 38 years or something, you know, you could feel good, but you start to realize maybe it doesn't work out. But this woman would call me, and she'd say, you have to come. And so finally, we're toward the end. And I said, Ronna, I'll do it one more time, but that's it. I got a lot of places to visit. I love Michigan, but it hasn't been won in 36 years. I said, you know, Ronna, if you don't mind, okay, I'll do it one more time. She said, that's all I want. So I did it. The following day, she called up, you have to come back one more time. So anyway, so I did, and I went to Grand Rapids, right? And we had 32,000 people. And you know what? That was at 1 o'clock in the morning. It was now election day, remember? And Crooked Hillary came, and it was unexpected. You know, say what you want about her husband, Bill. He's a pro. He said, be careful of Trump. That was the first thing. He said, you don't want to run against Trump. And that was, I viewed that as a compliment. They all smiled. They thought it was wonderful. But he said something very interesting. He said, you better watch Michigan, because he was here. He said, I saw a Trump-Pence sign on every lawn. And he also said, you better watch Wisconsin and you better watch Minnesota. Now, Minnesota hasn't been won since 1972. He said, watch, and they all laughed at him. First of all, he's got instinct. He's a professional.
Bitch, you didn't even think you were going to win the election. What does this take?
You got to like him, right? But
like, this is like significant retconning. Like, he didn't even think he was going to win.
You better be careful. And he came back and said very strongly, be careful of Michigan. And so then all of a sudden, on the night before the election, they took an unexpected trip. Barack Hussein Obama,
the American people,
Michelle Obama.
Oh, Barack Hussein! Yes!
And Hillary. They actually forgot about Hillary in that. And it was unexpected, and I heard about it, and I said, "Oh,
I got so happy."
They have a problem because remember they came here the night before.
You remembered his middle name.
We had 32,000 people show up because Ronna, our great Ronna, said, "Sir, you got to come," and we did. And by the time we got here, I started speaking at 1 o'clock in the morning. I can't believe it. But I left, and I said, "So let me ask you a question. It's been many, many years since this. How the hell do you lose if you have 32,000 people? You know, because that's like." The ultimate. She said, you don't. Yeah, that's right. That's what happened. And I'll tell you what, the enthusiasm, and not only in Michigan, but the enthusiasm all over the country is far greater. And it was great 4 years ago. It's far greater right now than it ever was. So, Ronna, great job. Great job.
This is a deranged.
Ted Nugent. Where's Ted Nugent? Where's Ted? Huh? Look at you. You doing well? You are a handsome devil. Thank you. Great job, Ted. Thank you very much. Appreciate you being here. We just won a huge victory for voting rights in Michigan. Did you hear about it? Ballot harvesting, you know, that's the old Democrat thing. Ballot harvesting is now illegal as of a short number of hours ago.
Oh, you're such a big man.
And ballots must be turned in on November 3rd. Also known as Election Day. Didn't they want them turned in like a couple of weeks after the election? You know, we're waiting for Michigan. Oh, well, they have a couple of weeks, so the whole country. This is just incredible. But anyway, we had a great decision, a great victory. Thank you. And some of our lawyers are here who represented us so well, right? Justin and the group, they're here. Where is it? Where is that great legal team? Because we've been having a lot of great victories. The press just doesn't like writing about it. But this was a great victory in Michigan. This election is a choice between a Trump strong, powerful, beautiful recovery and a Biden depression. You will have, because he's going to raise your taxes quadruple, you will have the single biggest depression in the history of our country, and I believe that includes 1929. That's what I believe, okay? They're going to raise your taxes, put all the regulations back on, force all these companies that moved here and all over our country from all parts of the world, they're going to all be forced to leave. You're going to have a problem like you've never had before because, and you know what they want to do with the money? Fund the Green New Deal, okay?
Boo. Yeah, we fucking
Let's
hate
spend
that.
100. Think of
Idiots.
it. Their real price is $100 trillion.
Idiots.
100 trillion, not billion. We're now into the T's. So what would happen if you had the best year we've ever had, and you had it 100 years in a row? You couldn't make enough money to pay for that. But this is what they
God, those
want to
communists
do.
are amazing.
If you vote for me, prosperity will surge. Normal life will
Thank you,
fully
Songs
resume.
by
And that's
Slip
all
for the
we
5
want. We want
gifties.
normal life like 7 months ago. And next year will be one of the greatest years in the history of our country. The Democrats would terminate our recovery with a draconian,
young-
unscientific lockdown
Young
like your
Foodie?
governor is doing right now for everybody except for her husband. That's right. She's doing it for everybody is locked down except my husband. He could go sailing anytime he wants. A guy like Biden and the Democrats want to keep Michigan locked up.
This rhetoric is so effective. I don't know why the fuck Democrats don't do this all the time and be like, Trump wanted to open the schools, and then his son Barron was still wealthy enough to obviously go to a school that wasn't opening. He wanted to open your schools, though. Trump talked about how easy it is to defeat COVID when he got free socialized medicine, the best medicine that money could ever buy. Like, medicine that's not accessible to the average American. Of course it's going to be easy for him. Of course he's going to be able to skirt along because he thinks he's better than you. Like that kind of, that rhetoric does work. That rhetoric is a rhetoric only works with 80 IQ or less. No. Talking about how out of touch and hypocritical politicians are works on every fucking IQ level, okay? You don't have to be an idiot to recognize hypocrisy and how out of touch a politician is. It's really good. I don't know why fucking Democrats don't do that more.
You know, we have the task force. We've done a great job. We got to everything. We filled up your cupboard, as the expression goes, especially with the ventilators and all stuff that could never have happened. And we have these calls with governors. Mike Pence heads up the task force. He did a great job. We have great professionals. And we took this thing, and we have all the governors, usually 50 governors on the line at one time. And they're always saying, sir, you've done a great job. Thank you very much. Great job, great job, great job. Your governor's down. I mean, it's all down. Thank you very much. You've done a great job. On behalf of Michigan, I'd like to thank you, ba, ba, ba. Then she goes out, speaks to the press. We're very unhappy with the president. You know, being a real estate developer was much nicer. I used to say, if you could make it in the world of New York real estate, they're the toughest people. Now I call these guys that are friends of mine. Some I can't stand, but some I like. I say, you guys are babies. Compared to what I go through with these maniacs, you're babies. No, but it's true. But she's saying, thank you very much. It's great. We have everything we need. You gave us 400 trillion goggles. You gave us this. You gave us that. You gave us more anything. We built hospitals, right? We built hospitals. We did everything. We did things nobody could do. The Army Corps of Engineers and FEMA. The job they've done is incredible. And she and others, all in all fairness, everybody.
Okay, while he's going through how great he is, I got to run this. I got to show you this. Dude, come on, dude. So good.